I'm Declan Bloomer and I am the IT Systems Manager at the Celtic Collection. We have around 7 hotels and resorts, most famously, obviously, the Celtic Manor 5-star resort. We've got a number of restaurants, bars, we've got 3 championship golf courses, gyms, spas. The Celtic Manor has held many prestigious events now. We've held the NATO Summit back in 2014, which saw world leaders from around the world, including Barack Obama, join us. We've had the Ryder Cup back in 2010. IT is massively important now within our industry and within our business itself. All of our staff, all of our guests are relying on our infrastructure to ensure that we provide the 5-star service that they're expecting when they come to the hotel. So we are a team of 13 employees. We cover everything on site. We have 3 data centers across our different premises. We've got 13 team members from everything from service desk, network, applications, telephony, and systems.
In the Celtic Collection, it's incredibly important for us to be able to visualize and manage all of our endpoints, especially when we have almost 1,200 different endpoints. So then that includes laptops, workstations, tills, and mobile phones. Having it all in one specific area allows us to really visualize all of the changes we need to make and monitor all of our systems.
So we first heard about ManageEngine back in 2018. We'd heard of a number of companies who were now using it. We were recommended by a few to go and have a look. So we went up to the user conference in London, and we were blown away by the suite of products that they have. So the initial impact of Endpoint Central with our systems was the reduction in manual work that we were having to do, and the documents and spreadsheets that were all over the place in various locations. You know, we now had a central point for all our endpoints, and we were able to bring in all of our inventories, and we were able to manage our patching, which was one of the key things for us right from day one within the product.
Through Endpoint Central, we're able to check our patches on a daily basis. It lets us monitor the progress on how many have been patched and if there are any missing critical ones. We can also set up a schedule so that it gets automatically deployed out of hours. And we also have approval machines that can test the updates before they go out to the rest of the business, which is really important for us, because if any systems go down, that can cause major issues for us.
Before Endpoint Central, we were struggling with rolling out workstations, laptops, PCs. We're now using the OS deployment features within Endpoint Central. This has massively reduced the time and labor that our team was spending. It was taking probably half a day to set up a laptop, install all the applications that we use across the company. The setting up of these laptops and workstations is now done with a few clicks of a button. It only takes, someone even non-maliciously to plug in a USB stick, and we could have a whole GDPR incident on our hands. We previously had challenges where devices that were only used day to day by staff and then supposed to be returned to the business would go missing. And with geofencing, we've been able to restrict where those devices are used. Now, if they leave the property, we're aware of it straight away. We're able to wipe the devices and ensure that no data is lost from our environment. We heavily use the mobile device management features within Endpoint Central. I think previous to Endpoint Central, we had a big challenge where devices were unmanaged. We weren't able to push out apps. We weren't able to update apps. We weren't able to make sure they had security policies applied to them. Now, with Endpoint Central, all devices must have a passcode. They must be connected to the Wi-Fi when within our network. Following on from Endpoint Central, obviously we realized the impact that had on us. We then started to look at ServiceDesk Plus, which we're now also using, which is another ManageEngine product. Previously, tickets would come in, from all different channels. There was no central management of it. Last-minute requests would get missed, unfortunately, and that would have a big impact on our guests. Now, all tickets are coming into a central location. They're managed, they're prioritized, and then they're escalated through the channels, all using ServiceDesk Plus. So we have a small service desk team of around 3 people. So the reliance on a system that's easy to use for us is key. We get anywhere up to 100 requests per day, and being able to manage them and distribute them correctly, escalate them, prioritize them, has been really easy for us within ServiceDesk Plus. We also heavily use the change management module within ServiceDesk Plus. We now have a way of easily making sure that changes are approved appropriately and correctly before we go implementing anything across the business. Obviously, previously we would struggle with change approval, and if anything was done, if there was no log of it, it was difficult to trace, what had happened and how we go about fixing that. Now with the change approval features, we're able to monitor what's been done, and if we have issues, there's a rollback plan, and it's quite easy then for us to go about fixing that. We use the integration between Endpoint Central and ServiceDesk Plus. This enables us to pull all of our asset data from our workstations within Endpoint Central over to ServiceDesk Plus. This means whenever a user raises a ticket, we get all of their asset information, which then also helps us with things like monitoring their machines and the amount of issues that they're having with those devices. The overall having both of the products has helped us massively to reduce manual labor within our team. We're now able to see a ticket, collect that information that we need, and then access Endpoint Central to connect directly to the workstations to get the issues fixed. One of the big reasons we chose ServiceDesk Plus when we were looking for a new service desk was the integration with Endpoint Central. Obviously for us, it made sense already using one ManageEngine product to then expand and start using the other. The integration was obviously a massive thing. Pulling all of the data from Endpoint Central with regards to assets into ServiceDesk Plus has helped us massively. The support team have also been fantastic for us within ManageEngine. Any issues we have are fixed usually within minutes. There's easy features for uploading logs, which they analyze, come back to us with any fixes. ManageEngine have become a great partner of the Celtic Collection. We've found them to be easy to deal with from the start, from sales right through to implementation. The ongoing support is also fantastic, and I couldn't recommend them highly enough. ManageEngine have a tool for almost every category and need within the IT function. We've found that with Endpoint Central and with ServiceDesk Plus. The partnership between ManageEngine and the Celtic Collection is continuing to grow. We've found them really easy to use, really great people to deal with, and we're looking forward to continue to do business with them in the future.